Brother Bolo VNR, we in the space again, and all I ask is that you guys hit the like button, share the live. Partner TV was on fire. April 16th. I'm talking about Mr. Raymond Price. Man, listen, that man came with some haymakers, some asteroids of truth. And the entire Jamaica Labour Party administration historically is not looking very good after this. Specifically, Prime Minister Holness stated that there was a failed social experiment involving the Cubans. Well, Mr. Raymond Price is about to show you how much of an inaccurate assertion that is based off the facts. Listen to this.
To university. And I'm going to say something. A couple of Fridays ago, I attended the funeral of the late Valerie Nita Robertson Casey. And from where I sat, I was able to look across at the front pew. And I won't identify them by name. They know themselves. And a few of them watch this program.
Really?
But sitting on the front bench were legal luminaries, some still serving and others retired. And at least one, having retired, has recently taken up a very substantial post in the public sector. And when you look at the ages of these black women and black men, you know of a fact that it was during the 70s that they pursued their legal studies at the University of West Indies, free of cost. So the vaulted judiciary that we celebrate in Jamaica, the vaulted judiciary that is the bulwark between totalitarianism, style, and democracy. The judiciary, which every time the Holness administration runs amok of the Constitution, the judiciary that protects our rights, the judiciary that protects our democracy, the leaders of the judicial branch of government are all the beneficiaries of free tertiary education of the 1970s when Michael Manley was the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Is that why Holness is so obsessed with hatred for the 70s? And were he the Prime Minister in the 70s? Would he not have done NHT? Would he not have done maternity leave with pay? Would he not have done the Status of the Children's Act? Would he not have done equal pay for equal work? Would he not have done equal pay for women? What does he hate about the 70s? And let us talk about the 1990s, which is also some place that he loves to reside and love to recreate.
Yes.
In the 19, and let me just read some facts for you. The PDP built over 15,000 houses in Portmore during the 1990s under the leadership of first Michael Manley up to 1992, and then PJ Patterson from 1992 up until 2006. In Greater Portmore, 13,000 houses were built. Gore built under the same period 1,000 homes in Cumberland and 500 additional homes in Brayton. In this era, and Leslie Davis of blessed memory did Cedar Manor, which is in my constituency. And of course, Ransford White built those homes in Nagohead. Marine Park, all of these areas that they are coming with their adhesive fingers for were built during the 90s. Ascot High School, built in the 90s. Brayton, when you check all of the schools, let's go back to the 70s for a bit. Had there, in the 70s, that Andrew calls social experiment. Let me talk to you about 3 marvelous achievements in the social experiment.
Yes.
Garvey Maceo.
Right, that's so your boss are going to start cooking now, you know, people. Right, that's so you know. Mr. Raymond Price, deal with them wicked, you know. Hey, me say the man go back past on history. Only listen to this.
In the 70s, that Andrew calls social experiment. Let me talk to you about 3 marvelous achievements in the social experiment.
Yes.
Garvey Maceo High School, Jose Marti High School, and
Steps.
G.C. Foster College
Mm.
because of the relationship between Jamaica and Cuba. Those schools, those gifts, those policies are still giving today. I know people who were in the first batch of graduates from Garvey Maceo. G.C. Foster College, when it was built, had dorms that were state of the art. It had a health facility.
Yes.
It had an Olympic size diving pool and an Olympic quality 8-lane swimming pool. In the October 1980 elections, persons dressed in JLP paraphernalia invaded the G.C. Foster College campus.
What?
The beds in the health center on the campus were thrown into the pool.
Mighty God.
Classrooms were vandalized. And there was graffiti and all sorts of debris left there for months. Let's come back to the 90s. It was not until the 1990s, while Portia Simpson Miller was the Minister of Sport during the Patterson administration, that G.C. Foster was fully restored. Talk about that keeps on giving. All of the top-notch coaches, all of the top-notch sports technicians, all of the top-notch sports educators that gave us the golden Olympic results
My.
we love to celebrate came out of G.C. Foster, came out of the social experiment. So I, for one, am happy for the social experiment. But let us talk about the experiment, the Holness experiment.
My God. What you call it?
The Holness experiment.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Why you all this experiment now gonna sound too good enough, people? Only hear the oldest experiment, Mr. Raymond Price. Hey, Raymond, big up yourself, my general. Raymond Price, big up yourself.
The Holness experiment started off very lofty indeed. Within the first 100 days of my administration, I will bring to Parliament legislation for fixed election dates, for impeachment, for this, for term limits.
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
For that, and 9 years later, nothing has been done. 9 years later, no school has been built. 9 years later, not one new health center has been built. 9 years later, not one STEM academy has been built. 9 years later, you take the Favour Williams route of building communities. Favour Williams reminded us that one cocoa full basket. Prime Minister Andrew Holness go around the country one house at a time. Big launch to one house at a time. So if we want to have a fact-based discussion, here is my hypothesis, Jamaica.
Yes.
Mr. Holness is taking us back to the 70s and wrapping his version of the 70s to hide the fact that he has not achieved anything substantial in the 9 years where only he has been Prime Minister.
Still too lazy to learn AI? Watch others get ahead while you stay behind. Disappear for 1 month to become the most dangerous person in the room. First, stop scrolling. Second, take a 1-minute quiz. Third, spend 15 minutes a day learning new skills. And the last, become a master of AI tools. In 1 week, you'll feel unstoppable. In 2 weeks, you'll have your strategy. In 4 weeks, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. You in? Try now.
He has had 110 uninterrupted months as head of government. And if you match those 110 months against the previous 48 months while Portia Simpson Miller was Prime Minister, we can at least boast about Cedar Grove Academy. We can at least boast about Aberdeen High School. And if you go back to the 18 years, from 89 to 2007, well, I just gave you a summary of houses built, of communities built, of wealth created among the black masses of the country. Because a house that was sold for $4 million in Portmore in 1993 is now worth $60 million today.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
People, when you hear what the man say about a house in a Portmore, where it built back then and how much you work now, this was an initiative by the People's National Party to give people an opportunity to own them own land and them own house. A lot of those houses, I have family in Portmore, a lot of those one flat, we don't want to see them now. A mansion them down at Portmore here. You see this same initiative where them did do them years ago is the same housing initiative. Them are come with now again to empower the people in Jamaica to own them house. The aim and the directive is 50,000 in 5 years. Me I line up myself because I need to be one of the 50,000. Rent to home initiative, rent to mortgage initiative. All of the housing program them is what I am most excited about. So bring on the PMP, bring on Mark Golden, full speed ahead, vote out the labor right them, you know deaf. We don't want no more sufferation, man. We don't look no handout to want to work and own things them and stand up firm in our Gideon. We don't want a handout from no politician. We want them to do the right thing so we can own a piece of this soil. So welcome Mark Golden in this blouse and skirt and the full team. You hear that? Remember good.
My God.
And the only challenge we have in Portmore in 1993 is now worth $60 million today.
My God.
And the only challenge we have in Portmore, especially in East Central St. Catherine, is poorly maintained roads, no new infrastructure built, earthen drains that were said would have been concreted have not yet been concreted. And every 3 or so months, we have the repetitive season of road patching on Newland Road, where what needs to be done on Newland Road is proper draining, raise the road, give a proper foundation to the road, and give proper surfacing to the road. So I'm not a historian, but I will fact check the most bombast of Holness's demigods, as they think themselves to be. And the 3 you've mentioned so far who spoke at Cedar Grove Academy, the very Cedar Grove Academy that was built in a PNP administration, I've been easily able to show that they were high on volume and low on value. They were high on noise and low on fact. So I call them the high-low bunch. No disrespect to the supermarket chain.
No, man. HILOW.
Yeah, LOW. Thank you very much.
HILOW.
To 2007. So East has.
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Yes.
Mr. Holness keep taking us back to the 70s and wrapping his version of the 70s to hide the fact that he has not achieved anything substantial in the 9 years where only he has been Prime Minister. He has had 110 uninterrupted months as head of government. And if you match those 110 months against the previous 48 months while Portia Simsimila was Prime Minister, we can at least boast about Cedar Grove Academy. We can at least boast about Aberdeen High School. And if you go back to the 18 years, from 89 to 2007, well, I just gave you a summary of houses built, of communities built, of wealth created among the black masses of the country. Because a house that was sold for $4 million in Portmore in 1993 is now worth $60 million today.
My God.
And the only challenge we have in Portmore, especially in East Central St. Catherine, is poorly maintained roads, no new infrastructure built, earthen drains that were said would have been concreted have not yet been concreted. And And every 3 or so months, we have the repetitive season of road patching on Newland Road, where what needs to be done on Newland Road is proper draining, raise the road, give a proper foundation to the road, and give proper surfacing to the road. So I'm not a historian, but I will fact check the most bombast of Holness's demigods, as they think themselves to be. And the 3 you've mentioned so far who spoke at Cedar Grove Academy, the very Cedar Grove Academy that was built in a PNP administration, I've been easily able to show that they were high on volume and low on value. They were high on noise and low on fact. So I call them the high-low bunch. No disrespect to the supermarket chain.
No, man. HILOW.
Yeah, LOW. Thank you very much.
HILOW.
Yeah.
So when he come with his revisionism to say that is the Labour Party who built Portmore, what is your argument to internet?
To quote the most honorable Edward Seaga, mash down that lie.
What you said?
Mash down that lie.
Adhesive fingers want to get 5 more years.
Yeah, and you know, I'm going to make a call to the graduates of Garvey Maceo High.
And
But
GC.
wait, hold on a second. That includes Robert Nesta Morgan.
What you said?
Yeah, let me fact check myself before I get into trouble.
And he went to Clarendon College.
Oh, did he? Did he? From first form? Did he?
Just like Abba, who went to Fern Court and said go to KC. So you say?
I'm calling on the past students of Garvey Maceo High School to enter the discussion as to whether they were a success of the experiment or a failure of the experiment. Because if you're familiar with the geography of Clarendon and the location of Garvey Maceo, the Garvey Maceo campus is like a lighthouse in the open ocean at night. Surrounding the Garvey Maceo campus are acres and acres of sugarlands. And rising out of the soil, where the sweat, blood, and bones of enslaved Africans, our ancestors, are interred,
Yes.
is a great institution, the result of the relationship between Michael Manley and Fidel Castro. And the students that have gone there, been educated there, and graduated from there are not vetted prior to entry. Your JLP or your PNP. They're vetted prior to entry based on another innovation of the People's National Party, a universal aptitude test. Some time ago, it was called Common Entrance. Then it was changed to Grade 6 Achievement Test. And now it is PEP.
And I recently saw a principal, Keisha Hales, sent me, I don't know if she sent you, Raymond Price.
Okay, no, I fact checking myself. Robert Nesta Morgan graduated from Garvey Maceo in 1998. He attended that institution between 1993 and 1998 and went elsewhere for sixth form.
Oh,
So imagine how angry Nesta Morgan feels every time his prime minister refers to the social experiment, as if he did not rise to the level he is today because he attended the achievement of the social experimentation. Because who could criticize a government for building schools if not a government that has built none? Who could criticize a government for building hospitals if not a government who has built none? Who could criticize a government for providing proper education up to the tertiary level if not a government who does not?
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
Mighty God, ladies and gentlemen, who could it be? Eh? Who could it be? But a government that didn't build any schools. You know, so they never build a school. Me say them terrible, yeah, man.
Who could criticize
Terrible,
a
brother.
government?
Terrible. Then terrible. Wanna listen to this? Listen to class, cause I don't have to say much, you know. Hey.
that has brought the masses of the people, criticize a government that has brought the masses of the people through education into the middle class at the height of society, in the judiciary, in the financial sector, in the academic sector, in the political sector, in the public service sector, in the military, in the constabulary, if not a government who has done nothing.
But he asks who going to stop him. You know, hear him say, who is stop him?
Yes, and I can answer that question.
Who going to stop him?
The electorate, because we are a democracy and we have never accepted totalitarianism. And the proof of my statement is this: the 1989 general elections.
Oh, so you say, well, reach Siaga going to surely reach him.
And he won't have the benefits that Siaga has, because in preparing to come here on your program, I've not read it yet myself, but I was advised that after the visit of the Secretary of State, for which we still have not heard any clear reporting from Cabinet, but we have been seeing certain things.
It's a subjective argument.
After I'm gone, we say tariff. And now I understand that there are supposed to be strict guidelines applied to Jamaicans traveling to the United States, even if they hold a visa, because of what I can only describe as the apparent deterioration of the view of Kingston held by the leaders in Washington.
Repeat that.
It appears by the implementation of a tariff and the new travel guidelines for Jamaicans that there has been a deterioration of the view of Kingston from Washington.
Is where you find that, Mr. Price? And it
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
So people, that no make sense too, no. You know make respect, bro. You know make move to fall back. You know make sense too, no say. You know, eh?
Yeah, man. Ticket today.
Eh?
Ticket today.
I might tell some see like say yo it a come out. Yeah man, them have got fix things man. Cause me I school dog with them thing. But when me I say people, Mr. Ralston, Mr. Raymond Price, I don't know why I say Ralston High man. Big up Ralston High man, I work man in family good. But that makes sense to me, you know, because I said this on a live. I said, and I was I think it was yesterday. Yesterday while I was here and I was live, I said to the man them sell out to the Americans them. The government in an infinite wisdom sell out the Cuban them and they got no reward. The travel advisory is the same or worse. Right? The last time I checked it was the same. I don't know if it update to 4, just like 80. I go check on that. But what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, we have some real issues. The government don't hold the confidence of Lorraine. What's up, baby? The government does not hold the confidence of Washington. Else them wouldn't. Yeah, man. Else them wouldn't something there. They want to do them like that with the tariff and then the travel advisory. They want to do them like that. Just think about it, man. Make it so keen, man. But let's continue because Rasta not done it enough. I mean, Raymond not done it enough.
I will.
So where's about the visas?
That there are supposed to be strict guidelines applied to Jamaicans traveling to the US. I'll get the details and I'll forward them to you.
Mighty. But, you know, didn't I say to you? I've been asking you, no, Jamaica. I've been asking you. I'm sure there was a timeline.
The only thing people could say is, no, Raymond, it's a coincidence. Right? And I have to go back to Tom Tavares Finson.
What can Axon do?
Go back there.
Didn't he run against Portia Simpson? Well, she was then Portia Simpson, now Portia Simpson Miller, in Southwest St. Andrew, a seat where an entire community is named after a Tavares. But this Tavares couldn't cross it in the voice of Cliff Twang. Tom Tavares cannot cross it. So we already know the value, even in East Central St. Catherine, because I believe in the run there against you small.
My.
Tom Tavares Finson should, of all of the persons who spoke, should have recognized the transformation in East Central St. Catherine since he attempted to be a member of parliament in that area. Because he has stumbled on Cedar Manor, built by the PNP. He has stumbled on Cedar Grove, built by the PNP. He has stumbled on Cedar Grove Academy, built by the PNP. The only thing that he might be familiar with is the perimeter fence around Caymaner's track. So don't come into East Central St. Catherine and disrespect the legacy of Michael Manley and tell lie about PNP chased Garvey out of Jamaica in 1923 when the PNP wasn't established for another 15 years.
But I don't even think Garvey was in Jamaica 1923.
Well,
because if you look back, I think he was in the United States at that time.
Hold on a second. Let us follow that. 1 second, sir.
You know, as a historian like you, Mr. Price, I recall he never come to Jamaica yet. I tell you know, Tom drunk and Tom certainly fool. I didn't say Tom drunk, but Tom not fool, but him is Tom drunk and Tom certainly fool. Hello, good night. Yes, my friend.
Yes, I watch your program right now. Good night.
Reading from the National Archives, right? The Jamaica National Archives. Membership in the UNIA declined in the United States after Garvey's incarceration for federal mail fraud between 1920. So,
yes. Yes, my friend. Good night. Make a powerful point and make it quick.
Yes. Mr. Price, there were two schools built by Michael Manley in Southwest Clarendon, 10 miles apart. Came to the eye in 1974 and Garvey Mosse in 1978.
Thank you very much.
All right, my friend. Thank you for the history lesson.
Right. All right. And it's important to mention the schools in Southwest Clarendon, because until those schools were built, that section of Clarendon had no... The people who lived in that section of Clarendon were basically overlooked by public education. So it was a deliberate decision by the Manley administration to locate schools of the ilk of Garvey Maceo, for which a member of the JLP cabinet is a graduate, 1993 to 1998, Robert Nestor Morgan. I even have members of his graduates in class sending me information.
Yes, Raymond. I like how you're dealing with it, powerful Frank, and that's one nice stuff going on here. And we know how Jamaican listeners, that when the Andrews administration tell him lie, you know what to do. What was used to know? First thing, high school was built by Michael Manley in Canada. And technical was built by Michael Manley in East. And we want to let them know that the People's National Party don't have nothing to talk about. It's Jamaican people live the life of it. And I want to keep this every month. Yes. Every month I want to bring someone to educate the nation. Please, Andre. And Raymond Price, I love how you sit on it and deal with it. I want to go back to my city and listen to you. I want to make people know that listen and Holness. You have a life still taking. Don't miss the team anymore. Just concentrate on the People's National Party. Don't bless the country. Hello?
Yes. Come on, students, bless up the class.
Through the high school, there was college, school and more. From basic to first fire station was built by the PNP.
All right. So you said the PNP are the real builder.
All right.
All right, Comrade John. I hear you loud and clear.
Yep. Ascot High School was built in 1997.
Waterford High School.
Let's check Waterford High School.
Bridgeport High.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, what kind of party is this? We never build one school in Jamaica. In all of the JLP history, JLP never built one school. Them man your enemy of progress, man. Oh, yeah, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you this. You see, China, I'm going to show you a post right now. Because I think my life is showing you what going on, you know. Because China deal with education, you know. Just believe that. That's why them are leading our world right now. And it's just the truth. Let me show you something very, very quickly. You understand? And bear with me. I go up on Instagram to make sure so I find the specific posts. I go show you what China do. This year, September 1st. What China do. I show you how China attack education and why them are leading our world productivity. And it's going to take some time before anybody can even come near exactly what them are do. China ain't playing no games, player. Where is it? I'm going to play him and then me find it. Hold on.
Cumberland High School. Cedar Grove. Which other school? Hello, good night, welcome. Yes, talk up loud, my friend. Miss, you're very low, you're very low.
In school. Or she said, well, since in a school is here, let's agricultural school for Western St. Mary. Good night.
You're not hearing it.
Alright, then they have problem with that lady there, but alright, I find the thing when I look for. I'm showing you. See it? They are showing us that China now ramp with nobody when it comes to progress. Look on this. Every student in China will be required to learn artificial intelligence starting September 1st, 2025. The mandate starts as early as 6-year-old. I never say 16, you know. I say 6-year-old, you know. This is why them is winning. This is why China will continue to win. Where's the world going, ladies and gentlemen? The world is going into the greatest era of technology. Artificial intelligence, one of the scariest age you can think about. But the most technological advanced age that the world has ever seen. Artificial intelligence. Then if the man make them pick their 6-year-old have to learn about artificial intelligence, what going to the entire nation? Them are going to lead everybody. And them already a lead already. What is Jamaica doing? What is the position of our country? Sharon, big up yourself, baby. Good afternoon. Marlon Jones, big up. What is the position of our country where artificial intelligence is concerned and the education of it? Are we, probably yes, I know that the PMP has mentioned it, especially Mr. Andre Harton, so they've obviously had discussions. But we are so far behind under this present government where that is concerned. The man who promote dance this, the man who never build one school. Yo, who never hear? The man who never build one school. I know me can't believe. Trust me, it thing weird, bro. Listen to this.
Caller, you're very low, so I have to cut the call. You hear? Alright, let's see. Yeah, hello, good night.
Hi, good night, teacher. How are you doing?
I'm well, my friend.
Good night to you, Brother Raymond.
Good night.
The quick point I want to make in relation to the schools and the missing schools. An incident that had occurred in Western St. Mary in the same 1960, 65, 67 thereabout, when they came to open with what is now the Carnal High School. It should have been an agricultural school for girls, you know. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
when they came to open the entire academy, there was no school up there except the little building that is now up at the Cardinal High School.
My
And
God.
the minister said at the time was Mavis Gilmore. She said, well, since enough school is here, let's food and rum there, make we drink it now. So that's a history that was passed down to me, and that's a statement of fact. And
Where say Marlon only Jonathan Grant School alone then build a who build a school there? Which labor right government build a school there? We know. But only one school out of so much school where they are Jamaica. Let me know.
a lot of it occurred in St. Mary, St. and Trelawney, where many of those schools were never built.
Wow.
Sir Andre, I want to add something to what that caller has brought up. Today, at an event in St. Catherine, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the current Prime Minister, speaking at a groundbreaking, made reference to the UDC, saying that the UDC did not do any projects for a protracted period of time until he became Prime Minister.
Yeah, for the past 20 years. That is
Let me read a Gleaner article of, what's the date here? June 17, 2000.
Yeah.
Right?
Stop using ChatGPT like everyone else and do this instead. To the men over 50 who don't know how to use AI, tomorrow morning, we're...
A new 1,350 capacity comprehensive high school at Cumberland in Portmore, St. Catherine is one of two schools now under construction as part of a 1.2 billion new schools program being implemented by the Urban Development Corporation, UDC, on behalf of the Ministry of Education and Culture. The other school is a 300-place basic school at Silverstone in Greater Portmore. The Cumberland High School is expected to be constructed at an approximate cost of $211 million and the Silverstone Basic School at an estimated cost of $36 million. Both completed for the September 2000 school years. Contractors on the project are West Indies Home Contractors Limited, WICON, who have established a track record for design and build system being used in this program. The program seeks to increase the school stock through the construction of 4 comprehensive, 2 primary, and 5 basic schools over a 30-month period in response to the growing population in the southern east section of St. Catherine. The comprehensive high schools will each provide an additional 1,350 places. The primary school, 1,200 places, and the basic school, 300 places, all
God. Yo, now hear me now? Thank you, my general. Marlon, Jonathan Grant School where I talk about was opened in 1980. Siaga was won the election and became Prime Minister at that time. So therefore, it was the previous administration that built the 1980, the Jonathan Grant. According to the historical facts, I look on right or so. Just Google it. Yeah. Is the PMP government built Jonathan Grant. Alright? So again, tell me about our next school where them built. Alright, let's continue.
In the Portmore and Greater Portmore area of St. Catherine, all funded by the Urban Development Corporation. So the Prime Minister was either misinformed, unaware, or not telling the truth at all.
My God. Hello. Good night. Welcome, caller.
Andre, good night. How you doing?
I'm well, my friend.
I just want to add to what Raymond talked about Ascot Primary School. Let us be reminded that this school was constructed by WICON, right, in 1997. And it was opened on December 10, 2000 by then Minister of Education, Berchel Whiteman.
Oh, all right.
That was when PNP was in power.
Okay, my friend.
And the Greater Portmore High School was also founded in 1995. That was when PNP was also in power.
All right, my friend. Thank you.
That's all I have to say. Have a good night.
All right.
Waterford Primary School was built in 1978 when the People's National Party was in power.
Hello, good night. Welcome. Good night, welcome caller. Hello, welcome to PDTV.
You see, Marlon, me just show you evidence a while ago. See, the school was opened in 1980. It was built under the PMP administration, not the JLP. All right, fact check.
Hello, good night.
Hello, Andre.
Sir, you have to talk up, you know, man.
Yes. I have the lesson tonight.
Want to get in a sweet part of this, man. Call them, some of them.
I made a conscious effort, my father, to start check and then not start.
It's the worst thing could ever happen. Our crime rate would have not been where it is at now.
Yes.
Because
the team with somebody that is to come out, you know. When he
it's right up to 50.
Man, how about the Jamaica? The money.
From senior secondary school.
Yes, Raymond, I don't know what the lady talking about.
No, I want to go even further back in history. This may take a minute or three. From Senior Secondary School, built in 1957 during the premiership of Norman Manley, converted to Frome Technical High School in 2000 during the prime ministership of P.J. Patterson. Glenmuir High School, built in 1958 during the premiership of Norman Manley. Meadowbrook High School, 1958, Vauxhall High School, 1959, Campion College, 1960, Port Antonio High School, 1960, St. Mary High School, 1960, Vere Technical High School, 1960, Montego Bay Comprehensive High, 1961, St. James High School, 2000, Morant Bay High School, 1961, St. Andrew Technical, 1961, St. Elizabeth Technical, 1961, Tarrant Comprehensive High, 1961, William Knibb Memorial High, 1961, Bishop Gibson High, 1962, Anchovy High, 1972, St. Anne's Bay High, 1972, Arbuthnot Gallimore High, 1973.
Wait, man. 62 are when Bustamante take over Jamaica.
Bustamante did not take over Jamaica in 1962. Well, let me check the actual elections. So I can tell you when the schools were being built. So some of them, like a school that is opened in January 1962, never start build January 1962, if you get what I am saying.
Marlon, you hear that, bro? You hear that? And that you have to look for. And when the school opened and when it was built. Alright? Same thing with the 1980 Jonathan Morgan or whatever the name, high school.
And I want your viewers to follow the geography of the schools I'm speaking about.
So between 62 and 72, and a labor right government in charge then?
Between 62 and 72, yes. But a school opened January 1962 was not built by the JLP administration.
But that's what I say. 62 to 72, not never.
Well, I don't see any on the list between built in 63 or 64 or 65 or 66 or 67 or 68 or 69 or 70 or 71.
So it's a common denominator.
It's a common denominator. Look.
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
Here. 68 or 69 or 70 or 71.
So it's a common denominator.
It's a common denominator. Look here. These people that were at Cedar Grove High School and the ones that continue to talk about the 1970s experimentation, I am proud of the 1970s experimentation because that's when school bill, that's when clinic bill, that's when hospital bill, that's when police station bill, that's when Portmore bill. Morris Meadows, for example, in East Central St. Catherine. Surrey Meadows in East Central St. Catherine.
Bolo, no producer. That one definitely deserve a ball.
Shift out.
1973 or so.
Man or woman.
Continue, Mr. Prince.
All right. So Abutnut Gallimore High School, 1973. Naculva Technical High School, 1973. Orocabessa High School, 1973. Spaldings High School, 1973. Clancarty High School, 1974. Kempshill High School, 1974. Charlie Smith High School, 1975. Balaclava High School, 1976. Cambridge High School, 1976. Claude McKay High School, 1976. Herbert Morrison Technical High School, 1976. Maud McLeod Comprehensive High School, 1976. Donald Quarry High School, 1977. Edith Dalton James High School, 1977. Jose Marti Technical High School, 1977. Bridgeport High School, 1978. Charlemont High School, 1978. Horace Clark High School, 1978. Taki High School, 1978. Dunoon Park Technical High School, 1979. Waterford High School, 1979. Anchovy High School, Fidel Castro Campus. So from your hear it name Fidel Castro Campus, you've heard that. Oh, 1980. Garvey Messiah High School, 1980. Jonathan Grant High School, 1980. Then none in 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, or 89.
What?
Merlin Otti.
Wait. Suppose cannot build none. See, I cannot build none. No.
Merlin Otti High School.
Wait, Raymond Price. Producer, do what you need to do, not Jamaica.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland.
You know. Boy, somebody sent me a text to say that I need to get a doublet to say on a run for trouble Raymond, but it's not about me. I was initially only focusing on the schools built in Portmore, but when you look on the lay of the land across Jamaica, you know why we have schools that we call traditional schools?
Yes.
There are some schools that were built before independence while we were a colony, including St. George's College, that was built in 1850, and St. Catherine High School. But when you look at the schools built during the Patterson era, that's when, according to the Prime Minister, we had the FinZac
The man where they say no do nothing for Jamaica. PJ Patterson. You don't know much school PJ Patterson bill? Yo, you don't listen to Raymond Price. I think him out of school, the man bill come like a joke. Already they have FinZac, man still have school. When we have an economic crisis and collapse, the man still wanna focus on education and building the nation. And the man never can talk about say man a worse. I show him be quiet and you still like some people. You not try to defend himself. And what they start talk. Remember me tell you that. They can't walk in a PJ shoes. No time, none of them can walk in a PJ shoes all you them attack. None of them.
Explosion. So let me touch on that quickly. Do you know that Pernell Charles Sr. had a bank?
What bank Pernell Charles Sr. had?
Pernell Charles Sr. had a bank that had its offices in New Kingston, walking distance from Central National Bank. So during the time when VIPs within the JLP had failed banks, which caused the FinZac, the Patterson administration did not take the foot off the pedal in the education infrastructure for Jamaicans. So let me continue.
So wait, are you saying Pernell Charles Bank was one of them that got bailed out through FinZac?
Then the bank is up. The bank is still around today. Pernell Charles Sr. had a bank, walking distance from Central National Bank, and the bank failed, just like Central National Bank. So while they were putting the burden,
PC Bank,
right? While they were putting the burden on the Jamaican economy, and while PJ Patterson was resolving that burden through FinZac, PJ Patterson was still developing the education infrastructure. So I continue. And these are the Patterson years. Merlin Otti Comprehensive High School, Patterson. Greater Portmore High School, Patterson. Paul Bogle High School, Patterson, Ascot High School, Patterson, and Natta Bay High School. And I was working in Portland at Case as a lecturer, and I used to drive by the Natta Bay High School. I remember when ground was broken, I was there. I remember when the school first opened to students, I was there. Right? So I have to stop and give special acknowledgement to Natta Bay High School, Patterson, Cumberland High School, the Patterson era, Eltham High School, the Patterson era, Innswood High School, the Patterson era, Holland High School, the Patterson era, Irwin High School, the Patterson era, Green Pond High School, the Patterson era, Spot Valley High School, the Patterson era, Hopewell High School, the Patterson era, Rhodes Hall High School, the Patterson era, and Troy High School, the Simsimilla era. 2007. Cedar Grove Academy High School, the Simsimilla era, 2013. Aberdeen High School in Aberdeen in Northeast St. Elizabeth, the Simsimilla era. I was a member of parliament. Right? So who it want bun, make it bun them. We have the masses of this country having universal access to secondary education, an achievement that was a part of the Millennium Development Goals achieved during the Patterson era. And let me just add my voice. Happy 90th birthday season, PJ Patterson. On Friday at Jamaica College, he says that when you're 90, you don't celebrate your birthday, you celebrate your birthday season. And this country and every graduate of every school I have called just now owes PJ Patterson a debt of gratitude. And you know the good thing about it? PJ doesn't want the thanks. PJ don't want people groveling to him because him give one mickle of a house over there so and another muckle of a house over there. PJ Patterson was a
give them water. Give them water.
And give them water and take it back the day after.
Embarrassing.
We need some milk.
People, a 15 school. Me hear the man mention a while ago a PJ building and a high school that alone, not even, you know, talk about primary, you know. 15, you know. Hold on there, may I get a call? May I get a call, people? Hold on there. Primary, you know. 15, you know. Hold on there, may I get a Yo, you can hear me?
Big up yourself, Bolo.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you clear and loud.
People when you can't hear, you hear any echo because me I use a speaker, you know. So me I wonder.
No, I mean I hear no.
No, not you.
No.
Me I talk about the viewers them. Viewers, can you hear an echo or is it okay? Let me know. Splash Ditch, share and let me know. Because me don't want no echo, you know. Hold on there. Talk to me nice. Is there an echo, guys? Any echo? Alright, go through my boss. Go through, talk it out. I'm just go on mute.
Bolo, I'm sorry that I can't use certain profanity word on your platform toward a certain Green People Party leader. When them a run off the mouth from PJ Patterson, God know me would have liked for just hold all them short and just bust it with all my knife.
No violence, my boss. No, listen
brother,
to me. No. Listen to me. You cannot promote that. No, I am.
Honestly, I'm sorry.
No, don't do that. Hey, ask God for forgiveness.
Okay, yeah, forgiveness.
Watch out, take one wooden spoon and knock them in the head for your absence.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Let me say that.
And we are all Jamaican, even if them have a different. You know what I mean?
But God, no man. Them disrespecting the big man, brethren. Them a disrespect PJ Patterson on a different level. Them a bring down the man legacy to nothing.
Yeah, them a try, but it not gonna work still.
You see what I'm saying? These people, and these lazy liberal. Let me keep my mouth closed.
Drink some water, my boss. Drink some water. Don't make them get riled up, cause this is energy we don't need between we and you know the Jamaican them. This cause all that problem all over it. We don't need that energy, my boss.
Honestly, brother. Honestly,
let me tell you. You see, that's why the Bible says leave vengeance unto the Lord, you know, because you see, anytime people tell lie upon you see truth.
Exactly.
Always rise above to the top of the water, you know. Like
when Jim beat up in Jamaica.
Yeah, I have to go to the top. Cause all I like them when they tell that them I get exposed right now.
You see me? What them do?
Man.
Because just the school them alone, a legacy for Jamaica, you know, brother. One of the biggest legacy that Jamaica ever have, you know.
Brother.
And that built by the PMP party, you know, brother.
How long you watch? You watch the whole time?
Brother, me I watch the whole time. Well, me never get to come in at the beginning.
So you see what China do down China with freedom school.
Yeah, me see the part,
So you see how important education is to a nation
exactly
for grow.
Well, I know.
So all your administration will never be on school yet. And I talk about
and I come dictate to
them
people
of a standard of leadership. That can't make no sense, brother.
No. Yo, Bolo, honestly, I'm so glad that Damian Crawford and the upcoming leader for Portland name again, Isaac Buchanan, really taking the lead there. I take up the mantle for build back the education system.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I would love to see Damian Crawford and Isaac Buchanan take them from the basic school level in the era of AI, because these little young children, when you
can't forget my boy Andre Artin is a leader in thought when it comes to the future.
Yes.
He's a youth.
Yes,
Understand
the future of the kids, them, bro.
Listen to him when him talking, so you have to put him in it too. Them have a great team, man. Them have a great team.
Bro. Brethren, honestly, man, hey, yo, Bolo, I get goosebumps over here right now. Me forget emotional, brother. Honestly to God, man. That leadership here where Jamaica have with the green people, them brethren. Honestly, them for go, man.
But you see,
conduct them in the sea, man.
When they look on the Jamaica Labour Party, if we are be honest, them is the opposite. Andrew Holness look like him around everything, and everybody else look kind of incompetent. There's not a lot of people there that you can say, all right, so that's smart, they are sensible. To be honest with you, when they just look on them team what they have.
Yes,
Orange Chang always asleep. We don't know what very long I do. To be honest with you. Bartlett come out now recently. Now and turn PR master about flight from Dubai. You feel me I deal with? It's like the DNA of the Jamaica Labour Party is all about PR and no substance. And that me say right now.
Brother, listen to me. And that this your party and them are voting all the time and I come to what are the best prime minister Jamaica ever see.
Yeah, because that's the PR.
Let me
tell you something, my boss. We can't go stay long. I have to say this and then you drop it because I want to do that reaction and you almost reach 1 hour. I record. You see, the way all them people are move right now, a PR is a thing where them use in America too, in them politics too, where they repeat a lie so many times and them do it on so many platforms because them control the media, and in enough people mind it become the truth. You understand? And as enough people are like Trump, but he was a victim of that propaganda machine, Yes. Them use it against him and make him lose the election and he should win 2 in a row. It's the truth. It's the truth. So it's a very dangerous machine, my boss. But I give you 30 seconds for rap because I want to do my thing.
Brother, honestly, me know this. Honestly, me just love the fact how Mr. Price come out and I deal with this. Because in a one term, PMP built more than 10 freaking high school. Bruh!
No, man, with ease, man. With ease, because them build all 3 in 1 year. With ease.
Yes, you me say. But Bolo, me even say it in the year. Me even put it. Me even say the year, brother. Me not say the year. Trust me, me not say the year.
It's a Porsche build 3 in a 4 term.
Yes, what I'm saying, me just say the term.
Watch out now. Remember say Porsche did under strict IMF laws, when she have to fix back because I liberate them, So
Exactly.
just imagine if she
Exactly.
never did have that. Should have
And
probably been
I got the
seven.
burden if you carry if
Yeah,
you
should have
fix
probably
back
been
that.
seven because should have more money for play with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then watch this. In the time when Finsack, that is known as PJ Patterson, right? When Finsack, look how much high school and college this man I deal with, bro. Underneath the burden again. And this one now SSL. And look how many storm past Jamaica and
Tapping
when
nice.
PJ
Oh, yo,
Patterson.
tapping nice. You know, sister, them are blame Barry same way for the economy.
Jesus Christ, Bolo, hold on, the man.
One
What happened
little
to them?
star will pass Jamaica not even lick it good. Them
I
man
didn't
used to
even touch
blame the
Jamaica.
economy.
He not touch Jamaica,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
And I'm blame it babe, on barrel problem
Then
on
already,
Jamaica. And
then
look how many
already.
Caribbean country get hit by barrel hard. And
Then,
them get up back on their foot and I grow.
then already, but me have to go. Here, look more.
All right, my party. That's nothing.
Up
That's
top.
nothing. Up top.
Yo, man, I tell you, bro. I tell you. Let's continue, people. Let's continue.
Right? PJ Patterson was a consummate prime minister, the consummate leader, and I've always said we'd speak to him about Mr. Infrastructure, but his real credit, his real credentials, his real accreditation, in my book anyway, is the vast investment he did on the education planes for Jamaica. All of these schools are built outside of the corporate area.
Yes.
All of these schools caused
You know, so that is very, hold on. You know, so that is very significant, ladies and gentlemen. The schools that were the PMP them built, they focused on the areas that had less access to education. It tells you that that's why them always say PMP is for the poor. They invested a lot of money in the poor regions them. And it's just the truth.
corporate area.
Yes.
For Jamaica is the vast investment he did on the education planes for Jamaica. All of these schools are built outside of the corporate area.
Yes.
All of these schools caused middle class to evolve in rural Jamaica.
Yes.
Right? And it is laughable. If it wasn't so serious, it would have been a joke. When these people stand up and talk about the burden of the 1990s because of Finsack. The next time I come on here, I'm going to talk to you about the cause of the Finsack burden. And I don't want to start calling names, but I know a lady who her number one claim to fame was a church she attended, and the fact that the person that owned Central National Bank attended that church.
How what happened to her?
She could hardly add one and one, and she was a manager at a Central National Bank.
Nobody start the camera worm there tonight, Mr. President.
No, I won't. I have to do my research first.
So you say you will come back to make we go into the Finsack.
Wait, I need to talk about the tertiary institutions. Right? Monique College, Norman Manley era, 1956. Elim Agricultural High School, first established in 1973 and upgraded to Sydney Pagan STEM Academy in 2014. Right there in Elim, in Northeast St. Elizabeth, Raymond Price was a member of parliament. Who want it bun them? At Easter, make it bun them.
My God!
Yo, alright. All jokes aside, ladies and gentlemen, PJ Patterson is a class act still, you know. And I'm gonna tell you why. You hear what Raymond Price say? PJ don't want nobody to gravel over him for when do for his country. You know why? Because he was paid to do his job. That is the first thing. And as a man of integrity and a man of standards, you're not gonna enter in one pissing contest about something about that. But you see the way where Andrew Holness and the government has gone with it and trying to redo history or recreate history, it's in response to that type of rhetoric why we have to come out and speak the truth. And the truth of the matter is, if you was to do a comparative analysis of what Mr. PJ Patterson did in his first 9 years and compare it to Andrew Holness' 9 years, I'm telling you, there's a lot that would embarrass him based off a PJ Patterson record. And it's the truth. You can imagine Portia Simpson Miller, Mama P, build 3 school in a 4 year. And Jonas not build none in a 9. She a beat him already. When you talk about fiscal prudence and fiscal discipline, who you think make we have fiscal prudence and fiscal discipline? It's a legislation that was created by the PMP that Mark Golden was a integral player in creating the legislation. Right? It's instructions that are to be followed to make sure that we don't go out of line with our discipline. You understand? The problem with this government is not discipline and prudence. It's accountability. The money that they're spending, when they say them spend the most money on the healthcare system, we're not seeing the money in the healthcare system. Where did the money go? Them don't even have the receipts to tell us, because the Auditor General has told us that there's trillions of dollars unaccounted for. There's no receipts for them. They must tell us that them use this and use that. They must tell us that one building for refurbish, one hospital that will cost 2 billion, and next thing now, you gone to 21 billion. These things are very, very fishy. It don't sound good. It sounds like there's some discrepancy there, and there needs to be an audit done to prove if there's any blatant corruption that has happened. And until that audit is done, I am of the opinion that there has been blatant corruption that has been done. That's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. But I don't know for sure. But based off of the evidence, my comparative analysis leads me to believe that a whole heap of skullduggery go on in the healthcare system and in many ministries in government under Andrew Holness. But God and time, let's continue.
Bolo! 74, Brownstone Community. All right. So Excelsior Community College, 1974. Brownstone Community College, 1975. Knox Community College, 1975. Montego Bay Community College, 1975. So when people Sam Sharp Teachers College, 1975. So when people talk about why the PNP won the 1976 election, the People's National Party won the 1976 election because black Jamaicans see them pick me and go tertiary school, got on teacher and doctor in a 1975 by the hard work of Michael Manley, right? Caribbean Maritime University, where the adhesive finger met his Waterloo, built by the People's National Party, opened in 1980, before the October 1980 election, because it was open for classes in September of 1980. G.C. Foster College, open for classes in 1980. Portmore Community College, established in 1992, the Patterson era. So all of the tertiary institutions I've just mentioned, which one Norman never built, in pick me Michael built it, and which one Michael never built, PJ built it. Let's talk about the universities.
Yo, at this point, the man a badge eye witness. JLP can't take no more beating today, but we will continue.
of Technology, formerly the College of Arts, Science and Technology. Patterson era, the Jamaica Institute of Technology, Norman Manley era. So CAST was built in 1959, the Institute of Technology was in 1958, and in 1995, UTech, the amalgamation, was granted university status by the University Council of Jamaica, September 1, 1995. Patterson era. With the bun, make it bun them at Easter.
Everybody want to talk to me. Who the bless of the super chat so me can't steal it?
People, me not go no further. The man go primary school, tertiary school, college, PMP. Me not go no further. This was a history and class lesson. Me not go no further. What we don't need for go no further than this? This is abuse at this point. If me go no further, I just rub it in a people's face. Brother, me say me can't believe. I know me still in a shock. Me I see information. It is accurate, but I am still in shock. I mean, I know how people really back one government when I believe in education, when I invest in education. I can't understand that. That is beyond me. That is beyond me. But hey, listen. Wanna make me know what you think in the comment section. See? Yeah.